A minute. Oh, look, FaceTime. Hi. Hi. So grainy. I'll find a way of filtering this image, right? Hey. Happy Wednesday. Happy holidays, whatever that means this week. I do like this season that we're going into because I know that we're going to be finding lots of reasons to say happy holidays, and in any way that we can greet one another with a well-wishing for whatever kind of good intentions that come out of holidays. That's kind of why I feel so attracted to it. It's a good time, right? It's a good time to connect without just saying that sort of arbitrary, stale, how are you? I know I mean it. But I don't often find that people actually answer that. I was doing an energy body work with this teacher, and he's trying to describe today how we just understand what it is to be sort of in our bodies and alive. And he talks mostly about us doing what we do in the practice of yoga, and this is not new information, but seeing breath as a way of animating life. So if you think about that, right? So whether you're sitting still or you mean to talk or project, or if you just want to walk and move, right? The only way we can get the body to actually initiate and go into those things, it's not only brain, right? Electrical and muscle. We must fill it with an energy that means to kind of create shape, right? And that's where animation comes in, right? That is our breath space, right? So we see our breath more than we think we do, right? We think of just air sometimes as just being the inhale, the exhale, this gas, this invisible thing that's in the air. But actually that has more shape than we know, or that we're letting on to believe, because that is actually why your body is doing all this stuff, right? That is how we bring our hands together at our hearts. So close your eyes with your breath. Allow your hands to hold each other with your breath. Allow the breath to give your body the life that it is that you expect to have in it. So, right, if this is sort of the end or sort of somewhere in the interval of your day that marks some kind of occasion, right? Happy day to you, happy day to us. And let's continue to use our breath to sort of to show each other, right, how we feel life, right? Whether it's moving within or out or all around, and however it is we find ourselves running into each other, even somehow maybe just connecting through our devices, right? Bow gently to yourself. Release your hands and open your eyes. We're going to do one little energy activation exercise, right? If you take your hands, and I've been placing them mostly at my heart because that's kind of the easiest place, especially sort of in the practice of yoga. But since you also are in a place where you can touch yourself wherever you wish, close your eyes for a moment and feel in your body a place that you're feeling the most. You might be feeling lethargic. You might be feeling anxious, excited. You might have feelings of guilt or fear or elation. Maybe you've got a lot of caffeine in you, or boredom. So wherever your hands are there, consider that you're touching that place that has that feeling. Okay. We'll take a big inhale here as you're touching yourself in that space. And as you exhale, you're softly going to pull your hands about an inch or so away, as if you're pulling that feeling out of you. And it's not that you're extracting it so that you can eliminate it unless you want to, but you can move this energy, right? So without it being so concentrated, one more time, touch yourself there, inhale. The exhale, let yourself withdraw from whatever that feeling is, right? So your hands come away from the body, and feel that there's this energy field, right, between your hands, your palms, and wherever it is you're touching your body. And now, since you hold this energy, you can either spread it throughout your body, and maybe that's a good thing because it's joy and you have it concentrated somewhere. Or you have it somewhere negative, something that you want to get rid of. Consider either smoothing it out in your person or just letting it go into the ether, out into the space. You spread it out, you let your arms go. If you're letting it go throughout your body, you just kind of cover your body with the palm of your hands, like you're slathering some good essential oil or sunscreen, right? Gently bow again to your heart for taking the time to actually attend to your energy in this way, and then we'll make some shapes. Right? So we'll come to the mat. We might recognize a little bit of this today from some stuff we've done before, or you might have seen this in some music videos. So I've been kind of thinking about all of these TikToks that I'm watching because everyone's trying to simulate the walk. And I was like, how do we put that on the whole yoga mat, or even like just more than just a one piece we've been sort of workshopping, right? So right here, I'm standing with my mat out in front of me, and I'm just doing like a high knee march, right? And so the truth of this right here is that you're gonna probably feel that we're tight in the glutes, but at the same time, and I don't mean this in a negative or derogatory way, but we might be weak in the glutes. All right, so let's stretch the glutes. Let's lift the left knee, hold it for a second, and think about this. When your leg is lifted in this way, you can make circles with your ankles, right? You're stretching the whole sheet and width of the muscle of your left glute in order to bring some strength and some blood to it, right? Switch it. We're taking this shape too. You choose to breathe up into this shape, right? You choose to do whatever it is your breath wants to do in your foot and your ankle. And feel, see, however, sort of what kind of learner you are. Breathe into the shape of the muscle. Let that go down. Now we're going to go 3 times just to sit way back. And now this is the same thing as you were just doing, holding your knees up. But you're dropping your hips back so that you can kind of put muscle power and the animation of your breath into this. Go up to reach, stand and straighten the legs. Exhale and sit. Dropping the booty towards the floor, pulling the knees and shins back so there's no worry about misaligning the truth of your joints here. We're working solely into the muscles. The muscles move the joints, and we're not worried about alignment. One more time. Sit. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Pull those knees back, right? Opening up some tissue, pressing out some blood, moving it through breath, arms reach up, and this one's a forward bow. Right, so this is a forward bow over straight legs. My feet are a little bit wider than my hips. You're gonna reach your hands towards the middle of the mat. And so if you notice, I did a little dive. Then bend your elbows like you're gonna sink between your thumbs. Push the floor away, drop the hips down, and then press up to the sky. Reach. Exhale and fold. So what that action is, kind of assess what the length of your mat is, and then maybe sort of what you're willing to do as sort of a bravery challenge to reach out and grab the floor. So, right, so I'm gonna reach towards the middle of my mat, and I'm gonna grab it, right? So you kind of end up in a short dog, and then you're gonna bend the elbows, and you go into this kind of squishy chaturanga. Push it away, so there's a little energy in your arms and your shoulders. Drop the hips, and reach it up to the sky. One more, same thing, right? And feel free to go into those nice end limits of your reaches, right? So really fully embody what your shape is rather than waiting for me to tell you when to start and stop. Okay? We're in a forward bow for a moment. Right? This is kind of that halfway between all of this action and stillness. Your inhale, you come up to a flat back. You see that place out in front of you. Reach your arms, bend the elbows, face maybe nose touch the floor. Push the floor away. Well, that was a deep one. Drop the hips. Go whoa, 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 way down. And then whoa, 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 way up. Right? Up and out, and fingers and eyes. Follow your exhale. Forward down. Looks good. All right. Very gently come back up to stand. Reach the arms up to the sky. And then when your hands come together, bring them down to your heart. Pick up your left foot, left knee off the floor. And you're just going to kick that left leg out. Pull that knee in. And then sit it to chair. Right here, as you go to flat back with straight legs, reach your arms, hands towards the mat. You might have gone a little bit farther, which is cute and cool. And you're going to dive like you're going between the thumbs. Pull the chest forward. And go up to your cobra. Does that make sense? Right? Exhale back. You're going to down dog, but you're going to actually kind of push the floor away, to come back. So this is a great challenge for sort of finding your playful kind of the dance of the practice and not being stuck in the rigid and the formal, right? Okay, I'm all the way up to stand. Arms up, palms to your heart, right foot off the floor, right knee bends. Kick the right heel out, bend the right knee in, lower it down to chair, and then find your flat back here, right? Straighten the legs, reach the arms out in front of you. So you reach out, I'm getting a little closer to the front of my mat, you might be also. You're gonna dive towards your thumbs in between them, hug your elbows in, and slide your heart up, right? So you go up into a cobra, maybe up dog, roll back, tuck back to down dog. You have to bend your elbows. Press all the way back. So if you're starting to progress your hands to the sort of length of your mat, it's a greater challenge to be able to push yourself all the way back to the back of your mat. Not impossible, but it just does take a little bit of management, right? So you might need to crawl your hands back if that's the case, right? Come all the way up to stand. Whee! Hands to your heart. Left knee comes in and up. Left leg out and forward. And then slide this to warrior three. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing. You're going to bend just the right knee. You're going to reach out through your arms. You're going to reach your arms out to the front of the mat. Tuck your left knee in towards your face. And then when you chaturanga, take your right knee out to the side to the floor. And then curl it up to a weird sort of winged out version of a cobra up dog. All right? Tuck the right toes. Step it back to down dog. Here's where you might have to modify your hands back a little bit and elbows to press back so you get back into your heels. Come all the way up. Arms reach up. Big breath. Fingers, hands touch to your heart. I think if we could interact with thumbs up, you'd be all throwing hearts and thumbs up in this shape right here on the screen. Right foot off the floor, right knee up. Right leg out in front. And then sweep it back. Here's your warrior three. This is your reach and grab. Your left knee is going to bend. You're looking forward. Hands reach forward to the front of your mat. So you get to a three-legged plank. And then exhale, tuck your knee in towards your face. So streamline. And this one, when you go to chaturanga, right leg goes out to the right and lands to the floor. Right? That way you can now pull this up. And you get that little weird... You gotta find a name for this, right? It's our wop dog. Tuck the left toes, Take it back down dog. Walk dog is good. I hope that there's no like sort of trademark kind of infringement right here on this one. This one's gonna be a little different. Now I wanna hop our feet to the outsides of our hands. Knees bend, up to the front of the mat. Outside, up to stand, reach. Exhale to sit. All right, helicopter, right hand out, back behind you to right. Left arm reaching, and then simply the hips have to drop. That's where sort of the truth is, because that's where your center of gravity is, and that'll help you come back to the middle. Another reach up to the sky. So right now we're just picturing the animation of big blood breath energy going into big booty muscle action, core and glutes, right? Sit. Over the left shoulder, I'm just going left hand, fingertips. I'm mostly staying in my legs. Right arm reaching over the left shoulder. Hips drop, and that helps you come back to the middle. So we're kind of learning a little mobility challenge also. Arms reach up, legs are straight. Exhale and fold. Down to touch, head drops. Yoki, inhale, flat back. I just thought something. Exhale, knees bend, hands touch the floor. Right, push you to the floor. We're gonna hop back to a plank pose. Right, and then here we are just for a moment, finding the true line of our heels to our shoulders. Maybe it's a little warm in your home, like mine. Right, and then slide back to a down dog. You tap into your down dog here for this little moment, so you can kind of cherish the shape that you're creating, right? So picture your breath moving into your form, right? Picture it moving down your spine, maybe up the fronts of your legs. Your breath spread out through your fingers, creating a nice even space. Okay, right here we're gonna bring feet back to hands, so think of it as a hop, right? Elbows bend, preparing that upper body strength. Push back, oh, that didn't work, and back to the toes. It doesn't always work, right? I might have needed to bend my knees a little bit more. Come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up, hands to your heart, left foot off the floor. All right, a little kick out through the heel, and then a slide back to warrior three. Right, maybe diving a little bit further into the form of this will give you a little bit more freedom for reaching your arms to the front of the mat. So your right knee, standing leg will bend a little bit, hands reach front of mat, you come right up into a three-legged plank, into tucking, right? And then there's your Chaturanga, left leg walk to the side, right? Heart lifts up, chest up. This is where it's a little different. You're gonna lean into that left shin, top of foot and knee. Now pick up right leg, bring your right knee up to the right pinky. So now you have wide knees, as wide as the mat, and all you're gonna do is press into your hand to hop up to your feet. Come all the way up to stand, arms reach up. This is a sit to twist to the right. Left elbow outside of the knee. It's a pretty easy little drop, okay? Your heels are about hip, sit bone width apart. So now when you drop the hips and reach that right arm, you're gonna lower the hips to touch the floor, right hand. Feet are more narrow. Left arm is gonna reach over towards your left. So I'm reaching almost to you, to the screen. Again, hips drop to bring you back to center, and you're in the middle. All the way up, and then forward bow. It's pretty good. So it's kind of like a little nuanced play on the practice of kind of moving through a quirky sequence, but if you follow me, this is no surprise, right? Inhale to a flat back. On your exhale, knees bend, hands touch the floor, press into the floor. Plank pose, right? Just taking a moment here, setting up into your core, right? Feel your armpits kind of hollow out, get nice and small, shadowy. Your ribs can feel your breath kind of moving the space in between, right? Those muscles kind of dependent. Ribs move first and then the breath goes in. So that's interesting for the animation of the body, right? And then slide back and take the form of down dog. Again, I'm gonna try something different again. So bending the elbows, knees bend too, maybe that'll help to kind of hop the hands back to the feet again. Push away from the floor, and there we are. Not so graceful, I guess it's probably too far away. Inhale all the way up. All right, one more of these. Hands to the heart, right foot off the floor, right leg goes out in front of you. Right, sweep this into a deep dive warrior three, which means your heart's going lower and your heel is going higher. Right, you can feel the influence of what we've been working on. It's all booty on both sides different. A big stretch in the standing leg, left glutes, and a big sort of contraction strength kind of initiation in the lifted leg, the right leg, right booty. Right, you look forward, reach to grab the mat, right? You get right up into that three-legged plank to tuck in toward your face to knee. Right, take it out as you lower down, right knee to the right, walk up to the chest, right? Heart up, nice pretty version of a cobra. Right, press into the hands, press into that right shin, left knee comes to meet left pinky finger, right? Leaning into the floor, and let this be nice and controlled. Nice little hop up to your feet. Come all the way up to stand. Arms reach up, and then sit. Okay, we're going for a twist to the left. Right elbow hook. Trying to keep the shoulders clear from the neck, from the ears. Keeping them sort of doing their own thing without getting in the way. Right, it's your left hand that's going to reach just slightly behind you. So you notice once you do that, it's going to stretch you from your right hip, right arm reach way over. You can even flatten the hand, push over to your left. Right, I'm running into the wall, and that's okay. Drop the hips so that helps you kind of move your energy back through the middle and all the way up to stand. Yay, arms up to the sky. Wow. Right, a little squeeze of the glutes, enjoy the space. And follow the exhale to hold. Head drops. All right, so it's no joke. But let's change a little bit of directions. I do need to do a little bit more of the hip stuff. So let's step right foot back. So you'll be in low lunge. And this is a cute little transition. You're going to bend the right knee also. So both knees are bent. And now you can lighten your hands from the floor. So there's a lot of initiation in that left leg. Now this is going to turn you to our Collie Straddles squat. And now you're just going to take the same shape to your left. Both knees are bent. Then you're going to lean into the right leg to step up to warrior three. Come right back down to that little crouching tiger shape. And then over to your Collie squat. Right? Same thing over to the left. First the knees are bent. Right, and then they straighten as you iron it out to warrior three. Looks good. Come to stand on this one. Right knee lifts, and send that right leg out in front of you. Right, so you can kind of animate this as much as you like, or the space that you have with your arms, with the heart and your smiling energy of your Wednesday. Warrior three, down into that low crunch. Right, both knees bent, crouching tiger, right? And then use or don't use your hands. I'm trying to sort of keep more of this in my legs and my core, so I'm doing it with a little less arms, right? Over to the right, right? Everything up to warrior three, all the way up to stand, left knee lifts, and left leg shoots out in front of you, right? You can even pick up a heart and make a little back bend in the upper back and shoulders here. That way it's kind of more of a graceful sweep to warrior three, coming to that crouching tiger, and then back through the middle. Pretty cool, right? All right, heels go wide, straighten the legs. You're going to take a wide straddle forward bow. All right, so we're going to just kind of move through a little bit of the hips. Stay true to the hips and what we've been doing in the glutes and stuff. And then move more through sort of the way the legs insert into that sort of core space, right? So you're in a wide straddle forward bow, head drops. Right, inhale to a flat back. Now you're going to just gently pivot on the feet and roll over to a pyramid pose to the left leg. That's not a big deal. This one, when the left knee bends, the right knee is going to bend but go to the floor. So chest lift. So we're getting a kind of an Anjaneyasana, like runner stretch. Okay, when the legs straighten, that's great. Keep them straight. Sweep around, pivot around the feet. Over to the right foot. Both knees bend. Left knee to the floor. So switching sides. Right, it's a nice way of kind of feeling some sort of those major player moves of the hamstrings while doing these shapes. Straighten that front leg, right, over the left shoulder. You're in the middle for a moment. Inhale up to a flat back. Now pull the heels in and sit to this. Now we'll combine them. We'll do it in each side, and then we'll have sort of our full gamut of our class. Right, over to the left, crouching tiger. Right? First, you're going to go pyramid pose, both legs straight, and then Anjaney, both knees bend, chest lifts. Now we can lean into that left leg, come up, warrior three, all the way up to stand, right foot up, right knee lift, right heel out, both arms up. Right, big, right, open reach, sweep it back, warrior three, right? Come into that little crouching tiger, right to the middle, right? So starting second side. Over, crouching tiger to the right. Pyramid pose, both legs straight. And then Anjaneyasana, both knees bend. Left knee bends, chest lifts up. So it already lightens the arms, gets you into the chest to reach forward, warrior three. And then up to stand, left leg out in front of you, both arms up. Pretty awesome, pretty fun and playful. If you need a little stir of energy here, this is the one for you. Warrior three, crouching tiger, right? Back to the middle, heels out, forward bow. Right, so this is gonna take us into a little bit more of a shape we know and love, right? Inhale to a flat back. Pivot on just the left foot to take triangle pose. Okay, then very softly you're gonna bend the left knee, right leg's gonna sweep around, and you're gonna take your chair twist or your lunge twist. Okay, right foot comes to meet the left. There's that. Hips drop, left hand reach back, right arm reach. You can even go tiptoes here, that would not be a problem. You can even push your knees more forward on those tiptoes. Right, so then when the heels come back, your hips drop down, you get back to your center line. There we are. Warrior three, right leg out, go back. Whoa, let's wobbly. Right, crouching tiger, back to the middle, heels out, straight legs, forward bow. Right, so we're adding that triangle pose on just to sort of also recognize something that we should create. We've been creating, right? Sweep over to the right foot, right heel, pivot, left arm up, triangle pose. And then follow the breath. So even on the exhale, we're making shape with the body, right? We're taking this to a lunge twist, over the right shoulder, over that right knee. Left foot meets the right. You're in a chair twist. Right hand, reach back, find the floor, right? And then go tiptoes, push the knees forward, reach the left arm back. Okay? Can be a little wobbly. Heels back to the floor, heels to the floor. Come back through your chair. Come up through your stand. Woo, left knee lifts. Straighten the leg. Warrior three. Back to your crouching tiger. Back to the middle. Collie squat. Heels go wide. Wide straddle, forward bow, head drops. We'll let the head be dropping for a couple more breaths. Right? If your head immediately touches the floor, give it a little room to back off the floor. Right? Give yourself the space to just kind of feel the outside of the feet, ground. Right? Back of the legs to feel and own the action that you're putting into making this shape. Right, so nothing about this is still or stagnant or stopped. There's so much flow going on within. Dispersed joy, right? Released angst or insecurity. Okay. We inhale to a flat back. This time when your hands come to the mat, to the floor, fingers spread wide, you're gonna hop your shins and knees to the floor. No big deal. Right? There we are. You can sit on your heels. Right? Lift your chest. And then come to stand on your knees. Lift the heart. Right? This is gonna be this is a little core exercise. I'll show it from the front and I'll show it from the side, but you don't have to move. Right? When you bring your hands down to your heart, this is gonna be like a twisted chair, but you're gonna stay on your shins. You're gonna turn your heart to the left, and right elbow is gonna hook outside left knee. Left arm's gonna go up. Right, notice how your center of gravity, it shifts your hips back. Left arm pulls you all the way up. It's pretty sweet. Hands together, shift and turn. Same thing, opposite direction. Left elbow outside of right knee. Hips are back, tops of the feet press the floor. Right arm is up. Okay? Right arm pulls you up, as well as all this good stuff in your center. We're up at the top. I'm showing you from the side. Same thing, one more time. To the left, right elbow hook. It's a delicate balance from not falling forward to the top of the head. Wow! Right? Staying back, the hips keep you back. Left arm up. Left arm pulls you all the way up. Woo. Hearts to the sky. Little back bend here. Glutes squeeze. Right? Belly pulls in. Turn to twist. Right? You're probably going to have a more proficient side. This one's obviously mine. I'm not worried about falling. Right arm up. Right? Let go of anything that gets trapped in your body. It's energy. It's energy. Right? Let that animation of your own energy, right, pull you up. Up. Little squeeze, a little more heart. Right? Shoulders back, arms back. Not squeezing short, not shortening the neck. Right? Come back to center. Oi, oi, oi. Me likey. Right? Let's do a little shoulder stretch. Hands back behind you, interlace the fingers. Pull the heart back, open. I'm just going to turn around for balance. Right? The tops of the feet are touching the floor, or you have your toes tucked and the heels are high. Right? You're going to lift the chest, keep squeezing the shoulder blades back, lean back into the feet. Right? Your interlaced fingers might land in between your feet or forward towards your tailbone or towards your butt. Right? You inhale, come up. Whew. And there is that. Right? Find your seat. Right? Let your legs be straight out in front of you. Right? We're going to let this kind of close us out. Arms up to the sky. And then this is always an honoring shape to take a Paschimottanasana and let the breath travel. Right? If you like to sort of see an image or a picture of something moving like a river, just the right speed of river, right? Energy flowing. And it's not all lost, except for the stuff that's debris that floats on the surface or that wells up from the muck of the floor. And we flow and we just toss out that stuff that is debris. Right, but we keep flowing, keep going. Plenty from where the source of where this all comes from, right? It does take a couple breaths to really start to feel that kind of personal touch that you put on your forward mount. So being engaged with it, it certainly does help. Okay? Inhale, you come up. I like it. Right? Just the right amount of sweat and tears and joy, laughter. Right? Come to a tall seat. You have a perfect posture, full with whatever it is that your posture becomes because of the energy that you apply, which is breathing in and out. Right? Let that just be felt, right? Your eyes are closed here so that you're less distracted, right? You can see more of what's going on when we don't use our eyes. Feel, perhaps this is like tingling, sparkling, shining, glowing, flowing. Right? Allow your hands to come together at your heart into all this that puts us together and gets us moving. All of our energies, right, to our hearts. Namaste. Yay. Whew. All right. That was a nice little surprising move. So it woke up parts of your brain maybe that were sleeping from our typical Wednesday, however your day has been going. All right. Stay cute. Talk soon. Friday at 6:30. Okay.